Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? How y'all doing today? Welcome back. So for today's video, we're talking about a Netflix movie called When Angels Sleep. And I guess you could say that this movie was kind of semi-requested of me because somebody left a comment on one of my other videos just kind of casually bringing up the movie in conversation. And as it turns out, the movie was actually already in my Netflix queue, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna check this out. But also, before I got a chance to watch the movie, the person replied back again with, oh, don't get too excited because the movie's actually not that great. It just had some really effective scenes. And then after I read that, I was just like, but you know what? I already said I would do it, and plus there's also the outside chance that I might just end up enjoying it regardless. So you know what? We're giving it a shot. But anyway, the basic plot of the movie is it's about a businessman, and he's kind of in a hurry. He's trying to get home as soon as possible because it's his daughter's birthday. But he's had a really long day. He's been up for a really long time. He's sleep deprived. He's feeling a little woozy. Meanwhile, not too far away, there's two teenage girls. They're hanging out with a couple of dudes. They're hanging out in their car. They're, you know, partying, doing stuff they probably shouldn't be doing. One of the girls gets uncomfortable, so the both of them end up just leaving the car, and they just end up walking. And then at one point, the businessman driving home kind of nods off, ends up hitting one of the girls and injuring them severely. So the main guy puts the injured girl in the back seat and puts the non-injured girl in the front seat, and she's like, you know, kind of delirious over the situation. And the rest of the movie is basically about this guy trying to get this injured girl to the hospital and trying to treat this really crappy situation, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And just right off the bat, full credit to the person that left that comment about the movie, because I thought that was a very, very accurate description, because the movie really is not great, but there are some effective things about it. For starters, I thought the opening to the movie was actually pretty well done, because it sets up everything you need to know about the main character. You know what the stakes are, you know what his character's been through, you know what he's trying to do. Same with the young girl who is uninjured. Her name is Sylvia, I believe. They did a great job of setting her character up, and that she has a really, really not cool home life, and she's really, really defensive towards men, and just everything about that was very well done. And not for the entire movie, but there are a couple spots in there where the atmosphere was very, very, very visceral, and I could really feel what was going on. Because there's a scene right after the accident happens, and the guy is not totally sure what happened, and he's kind of like looking back and forth, like surveying the area. And it was a really, really creepy vibe that I got from that, because the movie takes place mostly in like kind of rural, like farmland area. And for that scene in particular, I really, really felt the desolation, like, because I didn't know the plot of the movie fully at that point, so for all I knew, an axe murderer could have came out of nowhere and just blasted his windows open or something. And the last thing that I really liked about the movie was the ending. I thought the movie ended incredibly strong. Like, the ending was very craftily told because it didn't spoon feed you everything, but it cut it in such a way that it was really good. And after a short period of time of like really crafty editing, it slowly starts to sink in, and you're just like, oh, shit, so that's what happened? So it was very well edited. However, unfortunately, considering how good the destination was, the journey to get there was really, really not enjoyable for me. Because just the way the movie is written and some of the character decisions are just plain stupid, and I found myself just face-palming a good amount of times in the movie. And a prime example of that is a scene early in the movie where the main character is trying to give the girl that's sitting in the back, I think her name is Gloria, he's trying to give her CPR, but as that's happening, Sylvia is like having a freak out because again, she's kind of delirious, and she just says like, oh my god, you're killing my friend, what are you doing? And the main character really doesn't do anything to refute that claim. I think he might have said at one point, no, I'm not trying to kill her, but then he just keeps going, and I'm just like, what's happening right now? Because in that situation, if you're dealing with a person who's like not all there at that point, wouldn't you want to try and like reassure them and talk them off a ledge as much as possible? Especially when he's very clearly trying to do the right thing, like he's giving this girl CPR. So any normal person would say, no, I'm not trying to kill your friend, I'm trying to save her life because she's not breathing properly, I'm trying to help her, and if you don't like what I'm doing, why don't you try giving her CPR because clearly you're not happy with what I'm doing, or something along those lines. And aside from that, just the fact that this girl doesn't know what somebody giving another person CPR looks like that was also wildly unbelievable. And again, considering the setup of the movie, I understand why the young girl is very, very standoffish, but there's some things where she just comes off as just the dumbest human being possible. And she makes all these wild presumptions throughout the movie, and some of them seemingly come out of nowhere, and it was just, I don't know, it just didn't, I wasn't feeling it. And a lot of the times the script is really, really trying to let you know that the main character, the main guy, is really trying to do the right thing, but it just honestly does not look like that in a lot of parts of the movie. And I stress again, he's dealing with somebody who's kind of delirious and crazy, so why would you not try and best explain everything that's happening and not do it so vaguely? And again, I understand the main character, he is sleep deprived, but at the same time, he wouldn't make such blatantly stupid decisions, I don't think. I can understand why his reaction time might be slower, and I can understand like the inciting incident to why the whole movie took place, like, you know, driving home when he shouldn't be. But at a certain point in the movie, I was just over it. Like, it just felt so stupid stupid and just way out there. I just couldn't take the movie seriously. Sorry, guys. But yeah, overall, guys, the movie had a couple good qualities to it, but overall, it was just so narratively ridiculous that I can't say I had a good time. So I think for a score out of 10, I think I'm gonna give it a 3.8. So not a great movie. I mean, if you're gonna turn your brain off and watch something kind of ridiculous that you don't care about, maybe it's worth a watch. But other than that, I don't see a whole lot of value in it. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Have you seen the movie? Have you heard of it? How did you feel about it? Hop in the comments. Let me know what's up. Other than that, if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, do all that other YouTubey type of shit, and I will catch you guys next time.